on my boy heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need the full amount before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands at me, I make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the move.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Now Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over. Yeah, it certainly is, in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader." I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
What now?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Carr. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Touchdown. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Giants at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter. They were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 41, Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Here's the option, running right. And some room to roam now. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly
He's
didn't
lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield. Touchdown, Raiders! Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that?
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Well, it's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20-plus. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Jones on 3rd and 2. This one goes out wide for Barkley. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the gun, it's Carr. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. On second down, Jacobs. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Carr now to throw. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Carlson is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Jones, a final shot before break. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 60 yards on the ground for him so far.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
A 1st down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a giant jumped early. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect 2nd half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage?
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Carr now on first down. Flush to his right. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
What now?
Still 9 remaining on second down.
6:37. Get down.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. To throw, it's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Jacobs fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Kadarius Toney on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner, hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jones airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's got it in the end zone. Bit of a surprising call here, down by as many as they are, but the fake works, and they'll get 2 points closer instead of 1. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Azeez Ojulari
able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Third and 20, and no surprise, the defense in the dime. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones under pressure, and they got to him again.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.
place y'all mad at. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came primetime action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the place y'all mad at. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm ballin' like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh, then the juke move. Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, y'all mad at. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, y'all mad at. It's a many given Sunday magic. It's not a game, it's not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame, but when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, y'all mad at. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, y'all mad at. It's a many given Sunday magic.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the bulls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the facts. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gunso, but they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see false idols, all the titles you need to grow. I've been watching mine, but I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go.